Hi, I'm Sara Lobkovich, strategy rebel, OKR coach, and career fulfillment activist. I work with human impact and technology organizations that aren't satisfied with incremental improvement. My clients are those who have to change and who are ready to do the real, uncomfortable, rewarding work of achieving it.
I self-identify as an OKR activist, which is the weirdest combination of words maybe someone has ever said when it comes to OKRs.
Measure What Matters really focused on kind of the business side and the why of OKRs, but it didn't get into the details about implementation, especially in diverse teams. So we're layering on top of that. The uncomfortable answer is that these are just words that we're attributing meaning to, and we're forming our shared definitions here together today.
I believe that strategy can be accessible, equitable, and useful, and that careers can be impactful, rewarding, and actually fit you without mind reading or masking. Even if you're shy, introverted, neurodivergent, or otherwise don't fit the mainstream business mold.
I am helping clients who must change, achieve change. They need to make significant improvements, usually on human outcomes, metrics that really matter in terms of customer experience or health and safety. I am pretty challenging in a heartfelt way because we actually have to do better. It's not just about talking about change or making numbers look pretty. It's about doing the truthful, challenging, vulnerable work of actually doing better.
My approach isn't about checking boxes or chasing the latest management fad, even though I am an OKR expert. I help organizations build coherent systems that drive real, measurable outcomes, especially in high-risk, high-stakes, high-consequence, and high-performance environments.
You can't win at motorcycle racing without falling down over and over. And it's how we find the limit. Like, we have to find the limit of traction. So we fail over and over. I don't know anyone who, when they think about personal goals, only do it to win. When you think about your personal goal and what you're invested in your personal life, we do it for the learning. We do it for the process. We build our base and then we build on top of it. And then we come to work and we believe that we can only set goals that we can achieve, that it's demotivating to fail. And that's because of horrible treatment in the workplace and all sorts of awful things that we're conditioned by and the bias that we experience in the workplace. So the workplace conditions us really quickly to forget what we know about achievement and about achieving performance. So we're going to forget and unlearn that conditioning, and we're going to hold on to what we know from our high performance pursuits elsewhere.
Real performance means embracing experimentation, learning from setbacks, and building trust, psychological safety, and workplaces that are fertile for growth and human development. That's how we unlock potential and achieve results that really matter. With my training and experience as a nationally board-certified health and wellness coach, my focus is on science-backed ways to facilitate behavior change and humane high performance, since people who are at their best are better able to make their biggest, boldest impact on the world.
Burnout has conventionally been treated as a personal problem. It's an individual employee performance problem, but not all of us can take time off. So the focus that folks like me have is on how can we create systems in our organizations that help prevent burnout, catch it before it happens, because it's easier to prevent than it is to address. We can also experience burnout in jobs we love. So the way we think of burnout now in high-performing environments is, yes, there's always an individual component, but burnout is a systemic issue.
I help leaders and teams move beyond surface solutions addressing the systems and culture that drive sustainable and healthy high performance.
The common thread across my life has been working in environments where even if I did my best work, we might still lose. We have to perform at 100% all the time to have any chance of winning, but then the actual winning is often beyond our control when we're looking at only wins and losses. That also fueled my fire around equity in the workplace. So once I started working with more objective measures of success and advocating for more objective measurement of success, it became more clear that objective measures aren't always how performance is evaluated. That was what moved it from my needs to a movement to a mission for me, is helping to increase the objectivity of how we evaluate performance so that it's a more level playing field in our companies. How many of you were excited about OKRs? Let's see a show of hands. Yeah, there's usually maybe, I'd say in any given group, there's maybe 10 to 25% of people who are excited about OKRs, and then I won't ask you to raise your hands to say who dreads OKRs, because I know there's about the same number, but I don't want your coworkers to know who's who. So OKRs are one of those things that, depending on how they're implemented, they can not only be hurtful, but they can be harmful to performance and to individuals.
If you're looking for a speaker who brings candor, clarity, and a relentless focus on behavior change and results, not just talk, I'd love to work with you. Let's build a culture where goals drive real change and where every person can do their best work.